Mummy and Tati, pretty sure.
It's 2 a.m. and she just won't stop crying.
She just doesn't really seem to like us much.
I don't really know what I'm up against.
Good afternoon, Parent Line.
Oh, hello. Look, I've never called one of these lines before, but I'm really concerned about my 16-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay. I'll just ask you first of all where you're calling from.
Just from Western Sydney.
Parent Line is a telephone counselling and support service that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for parents and carers of children 0 to 18 across New South Wales. And we also help professionals out in the field that are working with families.
I haven't been parenting for 10 years, you know. It's sort of, I haven't had a teenager.
I'm just wondering, John, have you spoken to your son about this issue?
I mean, he has a lot of problems with his mum and the stepdad, and even though he says he wants a fresh start, I don't really know what's going on for him.
We do have a database with a range of services in Dubbo. We've got some good information on the website as well.
One of the things that appeals about our service can be the anonymity, particularly to people in rural and regional areas.
Parent Line has a rich database of services across New South Wales, and we refer parents and carers on to services on the ground for them in their local communities.
We get calls from new parents with babies who are getting used to being a parent and feeling overwhelmed by everything that's going on. We get calls from parents of toddlers.
Then you'll have a bullying issue, and then the next call you have will be a teenager who's giving their parents a lot of grief. So every call is different.
Counsellors at Parent Line all have university degrees in social work, psychology or social science, and also many years of experience working in the sector of family services.
I've had about 30 years working with children and families, so it's really nice to be able to use some of that knowledge that I've picked up in different settings. What's she actually telling you that she's doing?
She's just become, I don't know, more distant. She doesn't talk to us much.
So you've got to kind of come up with a creative way of broaching the subject without alienating her further.
Yeah, so it's really good to have somewhere like Parent Line to call, because you don't get the chance to talk about these things that often. And there's so much info on the website.
We have some parents who have rung us over the years because we're 24 hours and they can ring at different times of the day or night. And they say, I used to ring you about my first child and now I'm worried about my next child. And so you move on to the next child. Maybe we'll help her with each of her children.
Parent Line, Linda speaking.
We have counsellors from a range of different cultural backgrounds at Parent Line, and we also have an interpreter service that we use.
Thưa chị, tên của tôi là Ngọc. Để nói chuyện về cái này thì
You'll talk to a parent and then they'll say thank you. I feel much better to have got that off my chest.
I'm also a parent myself and I know how hard it is to be at the coalface. So I like to think all of us bring to our work a real sympathy, a real empathy for parents.
Sometimes parents can feel like there's no hope, but at Parent Line here we see that there's always a way forward for families and things can always improve.